just decides it's gonna go into safe mode without telling me that I'm on a low battery warning. But anyway, we are here in Olathe, Kansas at Great Mall of the Great Plains. And here we are at Happy Wok. The Burlington building is still there from Great Mall, but nothing else. But there is still, I am going to say go watch the other live stream here from Great Mall, because we got inside of a Waffle House and we looked around the Burlington. So that was a pretty cool thing. Can definitely see some decay with that wood. And we have another abandoned building over there, it looks like. So I'll retitle this as 2 abandoned restaurants. At least. Yeah. No way. Let's make sure the power isn't on. First, at Waffle House, the power wasn't on and we went in. But here, the power is on. So, I don't want to trigger any alarms. So, I know it's no fun to be the play it safe urban explorer, but I'm gonna have to play it safe. You do see the building was boarded up there. Ooh. Definitely a sign of an abandoned building. Part of me is like, should I chance it here? Because it's clear that I was gonna say, if a second one came open, I'd definitely chance it, but it's always a no, though? Gas is cut off, but power is still on. Because when power is still on, there's generally one reason for that. And that is so that they can have an alarm. That's my experience with that sort of thing, is that somebody wants an alarm. So here's a look at the dumpster area. We have another abandoned restaurant over here. I'll take a look at the 14870 South Harrison, but I've got a lot of places right here at Great Mall to check out. So I'll plug that into my Google Maps and see what's there. But let's check the power immediately. Gas is still on here. And so is power. But this room just comes wide open, which sprinkler room coming wide open like that might not be the safest thing. And ooh, oh my. I was thinking this place would not have an overly abandoned feel to it, but it's just like, oh my. There's a look inside. Oof. I wouldn't be surprised if this was an Applebee's, looking at it. Definitely some kind of diner of some kind. That you've got some rides there, so it's not just urbex and coasters being on site at Great Mall of the Great Plains for having had the little amusement park in the mall at one time. It's not just urbex and coasters for that reason. It's urbex and coasters because look at some of the artwork that's in the abandoned Applebee's. So, yeah, there are 3 abandoned restaurants here. There's the Waffle House, there's the Chinese restaurant, and that's up there that does have an open door, but I'm not going to chance it because if its gas is off and power is on, that generally to me means one thing from my urbex experience. And I am using the Sydney, New York Grand Union when I make that assessment. And we do have the road from the Great Mall that went around the whole mall, just casually ending here. You can see it clearly used to go past those things. That stock place looks like it might have used to been a Toys R Us. Which, I mean, I'm gonna go take a look to see if I can find anything. But let's see if there's anything from the mall here. If there were any foundations left. because clearly the road continued. There's the Burlington way over there. Oh, look at this. Here's evidence of the road. You have a storm drain that's still present, that clearly has space for a curb to be built alongside it. You can see pieces of the road chopped up and just left here. Just casually left here. If that building was a Toys R Us, I'll definitely go check it out in this video. Look, more pavement from the road. It's like, wow, like just looking at how they demolished this. Another storm drain. I want to get back to where the Zunkers was, the place that had a little roller coaster. Just because. I'm Urbex and Coasters. Just because of that, I want to get back to the site of the roller coaster here. And oh my gosh. There's a floor that's just been casually left here. It's like most explorers, I guess, don't go back this far, but there's something that, oh, wow. This is an entrance to Great Mall that's back here. It's weird that they would have just left this one here. Casually just left the entrance here. I'm gonna take a minute to make sure my shoe is tied, because, well, we don't want that to become an issue. Look at this, an entrance to the mall that's still casually here. You've got the parking arrows to direct traffic to nowhere. You turn left, there's no road there. You turn right, there's no road there. But there's still signs directing you. Looks like there are a few abandoned buildings out there, so I will do something with those. I don't want to be caught out after sundown, though, just because yeah. Like, I mean, this is the back end of the mall, and old mall signs in the field. Let's see. Like, I mean, this field is pretty overgrown, so I don't know how much I want to be going through it, and like it's very quicksandy. But if I could find something that said Python Pit on it, that would be super cool. I'm going to be using the old parking lot grate to clean my shoes off. Let's see if we can find anything. Let's see if we can find anything here in the field, because those buildings anyone can make a video of, but this field, not everyone's going to be brave enough to just casually walk through it. I do see evidence of the mall. I wouldn't be able to say, oh, that's a mall, by looking at some of the stuff here. I do think it would be cool to find some signage, though. Since it is winter, I feel comfortable just walking through this field like this. That might have been merchandise from somewhere. Let's see. Playing wannabe archaeologist in this field, I guess. Does look like it's like these patches are just because some of the field hasn't become overgrown yet. I imagine those were from the mall. This could be the border of the parking lot, thinking about the size of Burlington's parking lot. Okay. Here's more cement, so it appears we're still in the parking lot. But I am going to check out that building after searching through here to see if I find anything other than just piles of concrete. That the demolition crew didn't feel like hauling off because they fell out. Probably. Yeah, there are the white things on the ground. I don't know what these are. Yeah, I can believe it, that there would be stuff lying on the ground from long gone malls. This is a different kind of white thing. Here we go. Here's something. It's a pump of some kind. So I think we're getting closer. We're probably in the mall at this point. I believe that might be bags from a store, I want to say. But yeah, this ground is really not easy to walk through with how easily it sinks. This is probably the one time I really welcome walking through overgrowth, because it's not going to sink as easily. That is ironic. And in Kansas, there actually was a Kaufman family that my grandparents were talking about. And I've been wondering if they have any relation to the Kaufmans of Fallingwater. But I imagine not. There's something. Those might be pieces of a sign. I am crazy for walking through this field, especially being someone who had Lyme disease before. But it's winter, so I'm not concerned about that. I would not be doing this in the summer, to be clear. I'm doing this because it's the winter, and I'm not concerned about ticks being out here. And because I'm paranoid, I probably will still check myself for ticks after this. I'll make a line that way so that we can see the other side of Burlington. To see if there's any evidence of signage. Nope, just like what we've seen all over the parking lot. I'll walk over towards the transformer. My shoes got so muddy that I was able to shed some of the weight. But I probably walked right on the site of where the coaster was that was in the mall. Finally, we've got something more solid. Like, look how much mud is on my shoes from this parking lot. Yeah, there was the Hollywood video sign at Parkway Center when I explored there. Yeah, there was a bag, but here's a bag that I'll check out. That might have been from the mall. Trying to find something definitive. I imagine we're on the parking lot on the other side, though, because like this is probably where Burlington was dumped into mall. Seeing if I see anything by the transformer. Got another piece of pavement from the parking lot. That, and I do know of a Sears that was part of the, how shall I say this, closings for, yeah, it probably was a Lego minifigure, which that's something that you'd get at a mall. But we're out by another transformer now. Looking to see if the transformer perhaps has a for store X, Y, or Z. Because I imagine there are still utility lines underground for the mall. I don't think I see anything. We've got some stuff over here. What I would love to do in this field is come here with a metal detector. Because, I mean, I guarantee I'd be able to find some stuff, some cool stuff, if I had the use of a metal detector out here. Okay. I've got some Welch's. Oh. I think I might see something. Oh no, that's just styrofoam. Weird. I'm just like, I think I might see something, and then it's, oh no, that's just styrofoam. I do see some people hanging out in the parking lot. I'll see if they know anything. Look here, we've got some signage for something. Trying to see if I can tell. I don't know what that was, but I'm gonna see if the people in the parking lot know anything about the property. I wonder if they're looking at me thinking like, what's this dork doing walking through the field? Probably, if I'm being honest. But yeah, here's a final look at the Burlington as we exit the field that was once the mall and other parking area. You can definitely see it more clearly now with the change in the concrete from where they cut off the parking lot when the mall was demolished. But yeah, I am gonna see if I can find other stores and other abandoned stuff in the area after I ask the guys here if they know anything. So that's gonna end it for this live, and thank you for coming on.